Good morning and welcome to Valley Views. I'm your host, Glenn Edison. I'm certainly glad to have you today. And as always, we want to thank our sponsor, BTC Fiber. And you can always see our interviews on BTC Fiber's YouTube page as well as BTC Fiber's cable channel 18. Also, we want to thank our sponsor, Needful Things General Store, right on 127, just past the Bethel Church of Christ, right there on the left. Go by and see Kim and see all those needful things you might need. Maybe some things you don't need, but you can look at it and see you might buy it. And as well as her husband has Fall Creek Realty, go by and see what he has to offer. And today we have with us Phil and Angie Harris, owners of the Small Town Ceramics that's just opened up here in Dunlap. First of all, thanks for being with us. We appreciate y'all.
Thanks for having us on. Appreciate it.
No problem. Now y'all been open what, a couple of weeks, maybe?
About 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So, I can't remember any ceramic stores in a while. Maybe a long time ago. Maybe I don't. But I'm glad y'all are open.
Thank you.
It brings a different, something different.
We're excited to be here.
Well, good. Well, let's talk a little bit about your background. And I know you're not originally from here, so tell us a little bit about your background and what caused you to come this way.
Well, originally we're from California, and we came and visited this area, fell in love with this small town, and decided this was going to be our permanent place to come.
We might want to mention why we came to this area and visited this small town. So while we were in California, we're in Northern California, and we're in a small community, rural community.
Uh-huh.
It's very ranch, agricultural, and we have a ranch there. And we wanted to be surrounded by what we would consider our people that think along the same way as we do. And we consider ourselves refugees from California. We came here for a reason because we didn't want what we were surrounded by.
Well, can't say that I blame you. I don't. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you for being here. And now, have you always had a background in ceramics? Is this something you picked up, or a hobby that you had, or?
It's something that we picked up. A good friend of ours actually owned a small business just like this one, actually named Small Town Ceramics, and we actually came and named ours in honor of her because she's been super helpful with us, and it's just really been a hobby. And since we moved here, decided to take a break from our normal career, my normal career, and try something new and bring something new to this community, something that I enjoy, I love, and have a passion for.
Well, and I've seen cars there just about every day when I pass by, so that's a good thing.
It's a good thing. I think people are still not quite sure that we're open and what we're about. So I think once people understand that you can come in and actually paint the supplies and get to take home your custom item, that we're going to get a lot more support.
Well, now, do y'all? Of course, you take individuals. I realize that. Do you do like parties if a group wants to come in and
we do group parties, yes. So it's not required to have a reservation. We just ask for people to, call if they have a large party coming in. That way we can make sure to properly reserve and have particular items for them if they are interested in a certain item for their party.
And for someone who may be a rookie and not really familiar with what to do y'all sit there and help them or give them advice?
We do. It's pretty easy and it's very user-friendly. So we call them forgiveness sponges. So if somebody comes in and messes up and says, I just don't like this, they could actually wipe it off and start fresh again.
Really?
Yeah. And we have stencils too, some classes and art stuff that we can definitely help them out with.
Because that would be me. I'd paint it one color and then realize, no.
Yeah.
It's only permanent once it's been fired in our kilns. But after they get done and they're satisfied with the painting they've done, then we go ahead and we glaze the product, and then we fire it in our kilns at almost 2,000 degrees, and that melts all the fiber inside the paint and turns it into sort of a glass.
Uh-huh.
And then what they end up with, the finished product, is a smooth painted. It's unique to see it go from the beginning, what we call bisque stage, which is the raw item, to the painted stage, to the fired stage.
But that'd be good for especially, of course, small children. When they paint, they do their own thing.
It is, and I call those our perfectly imperfect treasures, because it's really amazing to watch. Especially this community, we'll be able to see them grow from young kids to older adults and be able to see the transition of their work. And a lot of people will save those I call them little treasures because they're treasures to me. But.
Well, we have them ourselves. We've been doing this ceramic painting since our children were little.
Oh,
So
okay.
every year we'd go in for the different holidays and we'd have the children paint their different items, and then we would save those throughout the year. So you get to see the transition from when they were little kids up till now both of our children are adults. So it's kind of neat to get to see that transition, and we still
Yeah.
use all that ornamentation.
Our Christmas tree is decorated from personal painted items
really?
from each of us. Yeah, it's a family tradition that we come in every Christmas and we all select our own item out, and then we paint it and we put it on our Christmas tree.
And y'all have an assortment of different I get what I call
We do. We
figurines.
we have a whole collection of different items that you can choose from, and then we will also be having displays of seasonal items that will come in and out as well, to, Thanksgiving to Easter to Valentine's Day.
And we just got some unique stuff in as of last night. So when you were in our shop and took a look around, we didn't have quite a varying selection. Now we are getting to have a varying selection. We have everything from E.T., we have a Gremlin, we have the Peanuts
Oh.
gang, we
Raggedy
have Disney
Ann,
characters,
Andy.
we have that Bugs Bunny. We have Bugs Bunny. We have a whole bunch of different things.
To some
Oh,
native,
that are unique and different.
native Indian to American Eagles. We're slowly but surely getting a large variety of items inside of there.
And we'll continuously add to that.
Well, that's neat because that way it gives everybody a choice.
Absolutely.
It does, and we are also going to be offering paint nights as well. We call them sip and paint nights, where a group of people can come in and we will paint on canvases, and they can go on our website and they'll get to choose which design they like, and we will do that, to custom woodworking, to making cutting boards, to rolling pins,
Canvas paints.
canvas, all with canvas paints and laser engraving. Eventually we're
Oh.
going to start having some displays of like some cornhole boards that we'll be able to make, and we'll be able to actually engrave people's last names into it, or however they would like. To parties, like bridal shower parties, to baby shower parties, birthday events. We will be hosting all kinds of stuff there and there.
Well, that's neat. Now, of course, Bugs Bunny brings me back to my childhood.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to incorporate things for every age group that would spark an interest, and of course, for me too. I mean, if I look back through my childhood when I was watching cartoons and that kind of thing, we're talking, I want to find like a Yosemite Sam would be a great thing to add, this
yeah.
kind of stuff,
Yeah, Betty
So as
Boop
time
and-
goes on, we'll
Yeah.
try to add all that kind of stuff, of course, But yeah, and then we have even the smallest items. If you would just wanted to come in and paint something real small, kind of try it out, get used to it, and then you can go all the way up from there. Now we have items that are 2.5 feet tall. We
Oh,
have
really?
some really elaborate items for somebody that has maybe some background in the painting and they feel real comfortable with it and come in
Oh,
and
that's neat.
tackle this big item.
Right. And with that being said, it's not something that you have to come in and finish in one day. We actually have a shelf that will actually stamp and
Oh, okay.
keep track of your paint colors, so that you can paint it at your leisure, so that people who are really detailed, like myself, sometimes they need to take a couple more hours to do it, so they can come back at their leisure to finish their product.
Oh, okay, that's good. Well, speaking of coming back, what are your hours?
We are open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 7 each night. We are closed Sundays and Mondays. But we are actually have been having our open sign on, so if we're down there, we've been opening it. So we're kind of just been telling people, if you see the open sign, come on in, because we're talkers and we'd rather be talking to people than sitting there by ourselves doing the glazing process.
And we're going to be displaying some open flags as well. So if anybody happens to come by, if you drive by and you see open flags or open signs on, just come on in, even if it's on an off time of the day, normal day, or an off day. Just come on in.
But normal studio hours are going to be Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at night.
Well, that's neat. What drew me to your store was the different colored lights you had out front.
Mhm.
I thought that was really neat.
It's really neat. That's an app we have on our phone, so we can actually change the lighting per different holidays. It has
Wow.
about 402 different hues, and we just do
Really?
it from a phone app and can change the lighting around.
Wow. Well, that's neat.
It's really neat.
Because that really struck me when I first drove by right before y'all opened. I guess you had that up.
We did. We had some Christmas lights displayed.
Yeah. It's one of the first things we did is put the colored lights out so that we can draw some attention so people can see that something's happening here.
It's a bright, cheerful building, so we wanted to definitely draw in.
Yeah, and that building has been a restaurant, it's been a flower shop, it's been several things.
That's what I'm hearing. Down to even a barbershop. So
Yeah,
it's really neat to get to hear the history of that
Had my
building
hair
come
cut there
through.
before.
Yeah, Catherine, the owner of that building, has just been incredible. A huge shout out to her, because she's just been amazing to us, and
Yeah,
we feel
she's
so blessed
wonderful.
to have her in our life.
Well, that's neat because I can see your shop doing things like people painting things for birthdays or anniversaries,
Absolutely.
gifts, and
And if they paint that, we can actually custom send them out too. So we can have it packaged up as a gift, and so that people can come in and do that as well.
well, that's neat because that offers a lot of things for people.
A wide variety,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, anybody can go to a big box store and pick out an item and bring it to somebody for their birthday or their anniversary or whatever the case. But when you take and you put your energy into it and you actually put a piece of yourself into the thing that you're giving somebody, there's no more personal way.
Right. And what about if someone like if I wanted to give say a gift certificate or do y'all do that?
We do. We have gift certificates available, and we also will be able to host like our senior citizens living centers. We can actually come, bring the items down there, and do a class for them to paint it there, and then we can bring it back fire. And,
Remote painting.
yeah.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah, so people
Offsite.
can have the comfort of being in their own home and paint as well if they don't want to come down into the shop. But they could come down and select their item, take it home, paint it, and bring it back, and we will fire it.
Well, that's good. Sounds like y'all are trying to offer a variety of things to a variety of people.
We are definitely trying to accommodate to everybody's needs.
And that's going to keep y'all busy.
Absolutely.
But that's
Well,
all right, isn't it?
That's the hope, and we will keep it. As we grow, we're also going to continue to offer more and more selections of stuff, to glass mosaic stuff, to live casting, a wide variety.
And we do have some other business ideas that we're looking to bring to the community. So we have we have a background in business, and she has a background in education. So what we're looking to do is to kind of commingle those two things. But this is one of those, one of these concepts that allows the commingling of those two things. But we saw a need in this particular community for things where people can come and actually actively do something.
Hands-on.
So we do believe that there are more needs for that sort of thing. So as we find a way to satisfy those kind of needs, we'd like to bring more business concepts to the community as well.
Which being said, a lot of people have been asking, is it kid-friendly? Can we bring our kids? Is it just for adults? It's absolutely kid-friendly. It's actually really great for young kids to come and paint, for their sensory to be able to use their motor skills with it. So we definitely offer a wide variety for young kids to come in as well.
Well, that's good because it seems like that's just going to give everybody an opportunity.
Absolutely.
It's not just a certain particular group.
Oh,
Right.
absolutely.
And we've had some
Yeah.
parents that came in and their kids have painted, and then they, we have coloring stuff so that they've actually sat down and colored while their parents are continuing to paint. So we're definitely trying to accommodate to all of that.
I'd say from the time a child can hold a paintbrush in their
They can
hand
come down.
until somebody was, not capable of doing that. That's where we are.
Yeah, our granddaughter just turned 5, and she's been down there painting since she was 4, and
Yeah.
she's amazing at it. Her artwork, we just love it, and a lot of her stuff is actually displayed on our shelves.
And what about if now this I don't know if y'all do this or not, but if someone wanted to do something and maybe with y'all's help sell something, in other words, if they were more professional at doing the work,
Right.
The painting, would y'all do that? Or
Oh, absolutely. And in fact, we've already talked to a couple of local artists about that concept, not just with the ceramics products, but also with art in general, different art concepts, fine wooden creations, canvas art. What we want to do is we want to be a hub, an art studio, to offer locally produced products in our facility as well. Not just the ceramics, but if somebody wanted to display something that they have, we would be a host for that, because we want to take and expose as much of the local artistry as possible and allow it to come to the populace so that people can get to see it. If they don't have a place to display it right now, there's no art studios really that display that kind of thing. So we want to have that opportunity for people as well. We have a lot of upper wall space that would be perfect for that. So if you got something, if you're a local artist, or if you're somebody that knows a local artist and are looking for a place like this, you just come on down or give us a call. We also are proudly displaying Clark's Candy as one of the product lines in our shop. Now, Clark's Candy is freeze-dried candy. That happens to be owned by our daughter and her boyfriend. They're up on Signal, and they have a wonderful array of different candy, and we have that available in our shop, and they also have an Etsy page. If you come into our shop, you get a card. You can order anything you want from them. It's amazing.
Well, I will attest, it is good.
Yeah, we made you try a little, didn't we?
yeah. That's all right. I left it at the house.
It's good. It's good.
I'm gonna have to buy some for here.
Yeah,
good
it's
stuff.
amazing.
But But it's really good. It's a different concept in the candy,
Yeah.
and it's really good.
Well, our family's definitely, we love this area and we're trying to offer more to the community. Our daughter also does professional photography as well, so you can find both of those cards in our business as well. We're
Well,
excited to be here.
Talking about the art part of this, I know the Friends of the Library in the fall. Yeah, it was in the fall. They do a art show,
Oh.
and it's to help support the Friends of the Library. So
Oh,
they raise-
fantastic.
So this would be something y'all could get with.
Yeah,
and-
fit right into that.
Absolutely,
Absolutely.
yeah. It just,
Yeah, whatever we can do to help stimulate the blooming arts community. Because, the arts community is a unique thing. Most artists are sort of in a hiding scenario. They do their art, a lot of times they'll have a collection of their art, but they really don't expose it to the world too much.
Right.
And if we had an opportunity where they could expose it to the world and even help subsidize their income with their products, they're creating something amazing, and it's even more amazing when people get to see it.
yeah.
Well, I think here it's starting to grow. We have the musicians here. We have songwriters here. We have a songwriters workshop in May. We have a songwriters competition. It's going to be the 4th of February at the Mercantile.
Oh, nice.
It's to go to other rounds. We were selected to have it here. So
Oh, nice.
that's kind of neat.
nice.
So when I see your shop and the other artists like the Crafty Canary,
Yeah.
or, is that right? Did I say that right?
I think it is Crafty Canary. Yeah.
And I see all these things developing. I see Dunlap could be an artist hub for a
Absolutely.
lot of things. It just takes time
It does.
and patience.
It does.
But you
Yeah.
want your patience now, though, right?
No, I think it's going to be wonderful. I see a amazing renaissance taking place in this town. I think that just in a time we've been here just short a couple years, and in that short time frame, we've seen a lot of the different businesses and buildings being renovated down the main strip. It seems like there's a lot of interest, a lot of a concern to improve upon what was already. We have found it. We found it the way we found it. We loved it, and now we're starting to see a
Yeah,
real
it's really
insurgence
growth,
of
yeah.
people who really genuinely care. It's really neat to see that.
Well, and there's a lot of talent here. It's a lot of hidden talent because it's never been really put out there.
Right.
Exactly.
There's a lot of singers here that can sing, local talent, musicians. There's a lot of writers here that can write.
that's-
Some good stuff.
It's
That's
really good stuff.
fantastic.
I met a lady that is interested in coming down and actually freehand doing some art classes with students in the studio. So
Well, that'd be neat.
it really neat. It's going to be so exciting. This town has just welcomed us like family, and that is one of the
Good.
biggest draw that we have here.
Well, that's good because this is a friendly place.
Yes,
and,
very.
And they'll help in any way.
Oh, it's been so helpful, especially the ladies down at the city hall. Got Kathy and Rebecca and all them. They're just amazing.
Well,
so
interestingly enough, too, it's some family history. Though my generation was raised in Northern California, prior to my generation, our family comes from Indiana and Burkesville, Kentucky area. So
North
Burkesville's
Carolina.
just a couple hours out of here. Our whole family originated from this area, and as that turns out, as I'm here for a while, I'm turning out there's a lot of Harrises here. In fact, the park is named Harris Park.
Yeah.
So we're looking into our genealogy just to see how much connected we are to the original Harris population
Well,
here. 'Cause
yeah.
I have a
Maybe.
feeling that we're quite connected because we all come from this one little area here. So
Well, that Harris Park used to be a grown-up field.
that's is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Well, it's a lot. It's a
yeah.
beautiful park. They've done
Yeah.
it's a fantastic job on that park. I got to tell you.
But where the stage is where the old county jail used to be.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's grown a lot.
We have so
No,
much
it
history
sure
to learn on
has.
this place. I feel like each day we learn something new and new about this town, and it's amazing.
Well, in the time I've been here, the 30 or 40 years I've been here, it's just changed.
Yeah.
From the little small town where there was, it used to be just the one red light right here, just one red light, not
Oh,
the
wow.
red light,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Yeah.
And but now it's grown so much. It's
Yeah, hopefully eventually we'll be able to offer, everything in this small little town that we have to go out of town for. I say out of town, but, like towards Chattanooga and area. Hopefully we can bring everything we need
And-
here so we can keep it all here.
And just because a town grows doesn't mean it ever has to lose its small town appeal, and that's why we chose that name. We figured that's going to fit right into what our ideal of this community is. And change is hard. It's hard for a lot of people. We saw the community we're from change as well. This community, I see it changing for the better in many ways.
Absolutely.
And maybe the traffic is definitely difficult for everybody, but as far as the improvements that are taking place from business to business and the opportunities that are there, opportunities for people to have more jobs, that kind of thing, that's nice. That's a good plus for the community.
Well, it really is. In the new gym, the fitness they're opening, they have open house today, and y'all have open house tomorrow.
Yep.
And
Tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, see, is it what is it called? The fitness down there? Is it Max Fit?
Well, there's a Max Fit on Highway 28. This is Uplift Fitness. It's a new business.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So there's a lot of new things coming up. People, investing their time and their
Oh, yeah.
money and their efforts.
Energy, yeah.
I joined that gym. I just haven't gone there.
Yeah.
But I pay my monthly, you know what I mean, to make sure that I'm contributing to the gym. I probably need to show up for more, but I don't know.
Well, I'm with you on that. I understand. Sometimes we stay too busy.
Oh yeah.
But that's all right, as long as we stay healthy.
That's right.
Right.
Excuse me. Well, we've already asked that. How do people get in touch with y'all if they wanted to either call or come by or?
So we have a Facebook page, Small Town Ceramics. You can definitely reach out to us on our Facebook page. You can call us at our number is 423-713-8778. So you can call and reach us that way.
Well, good. And you
Or just come in.
Yeah.
I mean, we're more than happy to have people just stop in. We probably had, I'm going to say probably 50, 60 plus people just stop in, come in the door, meet us, and see what's there is available so they can come back at a later date. But they were just excited to see what was happening.
Yes.
And that's fine. Come on in, come visit us, and different days we'll host different things where we have things available, like we had donuts one day and that kind of thing. So we have things available, and I'm sure as time goes on we'll have more things. Like you said about the music community here. At some point, I'd like it, especially during the summertime, where we could hire some local musicians out in the front so
Yeah.
they could play
Yeah.
music out on the front stoop. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it would.
The environment in there is really calm, relaxing. So it would be really neat to have somebody just come and playing some music towards in there. So yeah.
Well, that would be interesting. It'd be a different concept.
Yeah.
And that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Because when I think about ceramics, of course, I've gone to places like Pigeon Forge and those places where they have a lot of big ceramic shops,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And you can go see anything you want really in places like that. But this brings it home to where it's just right here.
It's really therapeutic to be able to come in and let that inner artist out. And it's just super relaxing just to be able to paint, let your mind work, and be super creative with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I shouldn't tell this, but years ago I was in one of their ceramic stores and they had some mugs and they were still wet. And I thought they were dry, so I reached over to touch it.
Smushed it?
I left my thumbprint on there. So,
No.
so I didn't tell anybody. I just left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's called a fresh cast.
Yeah.
So when a fresh cast comes out, it hasn't been bisqued yet. So yeah, it's still soft mud, and then we
Yeah.
put it through a bisquing process, and that's where it goes through the kiln. And after it comes out, it's hard. It's rough.
Which
Yeah.
is something else that we're going to be offering as well too. Eventually, we're going to get those spin classes into people, where people actually can come in with the clay
neat.
and they can mold it
Neat.
and create their personal.
So you're going to have
treasures.
to expand your business.
We are.
So, yeah, it's gonna be like the movie Ghost. You ever see the movie Ghost? You know, we'll be doing the whole
Yeah.
creating.
I always laugh and tell everybody we're gonna have the ghost moments in here, but it's super fun. A lot of people have had interest in that, and we are definitely going to be bringing that. And so typically, it'll be our party events will be on Friday nights when we do our sip and paint nights. If we're going to be offering the ceramic bowls type of thing. So yeah, and which you will be able to book those events on our online page as well. So we will display the items that we're going to be doing, the events, and you'll be able to actually book and pay for your event at that point.
And
online.
smalltownceramics.com will be online. It should be this week.
Yes.
Okay, well, good. I was going to ask you if you had a website.
We do. It's just a whole lot of putting everything together all at once. It kind of gets
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah,
But we're getting there.
Currently, when you pull it up, it still shows, the time
Under
flowers
construction.
under
Yeah.
construction thing. So we're definitely getting that transplanted so that it
Good.
will actually show our business on there.
Well, that's great. I'm excited for
Yeah.
y'all. I think it's going to be great.
We are super excited to be here.
Was there anything we haven't covered that you want to bring out that we haven't talked about?
I don't think so. I'm going to say the number once again. You can please reach out to us if you want to call to book a party or have any questions. 423-713-8778 or smallceramics.com or our Facebook page, Small Ceramics.
And thank you
Or Small Town Ceramics.
Thank you all so much in advance for coming in and supporting our shop. We love the idea of bringing this to the community, but really it comes down to y'all coming in and taking advantage of what we have to offer.
Well, Phil and Angie, we appreciate y'all being with us today.
Thank you so much for having
It's been a
us.
pleasure, and I'm looking forward to many great things from y'all.
Yes, thank
I
you so
appreciate
much.
you, sir.
Thank you very
Yes,
much.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
God bless them.
And again, you can see our interview on BTC Fiber's YouTube page as well as BTC Fiber's Cable Channel 18. And let's not forget Needful Things General Store on Highway 127 along with Fall Creek Realty. So go by and see those fine folks there. So until next time, have a great day. Hey everybody, this is Glenn Edison from Valley Views. We appreciate you watching our shows, and we would like for you to like, share, and follow us on Facebook, as well as like and subscribe to our YouTube page.